I get laughed at about the music I listen to because I think I'm caught in like a time warp, you know? I'm 35, but I feel like I'm like 65. I call my pager, or my BlackBerry a pager, so if that gives you any kind of like insight into kind of the music I'm listening to the same music I always used to listen to. I've had the same size feet since I've been like in the 7th grade. So the reality is I have stuff from way back then. My mom and my dad defined my style. We grew up in Brooklyn and didn't have much, but you know, we made the best of it and kind of worked up the ladder and got different places. But my parents were always stylish. Like when I was a kid, you know, it was like they had a blue Carmen Ghia, like Volkswagen convertible with a, you know, I don't even think there were baby seats then. So, you know, if you think about the most unsafe but the coolest car to ride around in with your kid is a convertible Volkswagen, that's kind of like my parents. My pops always told me, you know, like, get yourself a tuxedo, you know, and I was like, why do I need a tuxedo, Dad, you know? And then, you know, one time I put on a tuxedo and snuck into the CFDA dinner at the library just because I had a tux. So the reality is you just kind of have to be dressed for success. I'm a collector. I guess I'm a hoarder of just fine things. I try to find like anything old, anything that's worn, anything that has kind of like a history, like old spirit bottles of like Moet or kind of like old Hennessy bottles and decanters and stuff like that. And it's kind of like old and aged a little bit. Your wardrobe is not complete, I believe, until you have the staples. You know, staples might be a tux, staples might be staples might be like an off-white dinner jacket, a blue blazer. You know, you got to have kind of like your staples before you can kind of go into red corduroys. But you know, you need a pair of these, you need a pair of Stan Smiths, you need a pair of Rod Lavers, you need a pair of white on white Air Force Ones, you need a pair of like Vans, you need a pair of Chuck Taylors, you need a good pair of jeans, you need a nice denim jacket. You know, you need Oxfords, you need a good bow tie, you need a bunch of different things. And then you can start exploring when you get to the basics, but if you're missing the basics, your wardrobe has got wild holes in it. This is an ode to my pop style, and that's kind of like how I learned to dress. You know, when we got up in the morning, and when I got up in the morning, it wasn't like just laying around the crib in like sweatpants or some shorts. It was like, no, you got up and got dressed like you were going to a job. And my style has clearly kind of like changed. You know, I do love sneakers, but you know, my shoe collection is kind of catching up quickly. Shoe, sneaker, kind of in that range, about 1,200 pairs. About 400 in the crib, about 800 kind of at an undisclosed storage location. I don't even know where it's at. They just came and picked them up and that's where they are. I love Ralph. I mean, you know, I worked at Ralph Lauren when I was in college, and now I give it a little, you know, New York City flavor a little bit, and voila, you have kind of me. This is a thrift store polo shirt. You know, it's ripped in the back, and you know, it's really cool with some jeans, but it kind of dress up and down. It's like probably like $5. And my wedding ring, which her mom had made for me in Taiwan. And I have 2 of them. I have a white gold and a yellow gold. You know, you kind of get the exaggerated kind of like eyebrow, so you kind of get that Malcolm X 3000 look. The fitted, I always wear fitted. I don't know why. I mean, I have probably as many fitteds as I do sneakers. If I'm wearing like a tight suit or like some slim slacks, I'm wearing 2Exist underwear. And 2Exist is generally not for the, you know, the straightest of straight men. But I'm happy to say that I do wear them, and I'm the straightest of straight men. If you approach the difficult things to wear as neutrals, you'll find that you can wear it more than you think you can, and then you might invest into the better piece. You know, I believe like if you have sneakers on, like, and you have socks with a logo, I think that your logo on your socks should match your sneakers, or you won't see me rocking a, you know, Adidas sweatsuit with a pair of Nikes or vice versa. I think 2 things affect your mood. I think it's 1, your personal grooming, and then your look, you know, like, you know, when I'm feeling really down and just stressed at work, you know, I call my barber. You know, I gotta make sure that, like, you know, your beard is always right. But I believe that, you know, money doesn't really dictate someone's style. I think if you really look and you have a definitive look that you're trying to kind of like create and curate for yourself, you know, you can do it. And you just gotta search and be mindful, and then take care of your clothes once you have them. I played basketball in high school, and you know, I loved it. I thought I was going to the league, and I realized that that wasn't my gift in life, you know. But I do love basketball. I mean, I watch high school basketball, girls basketball, college basketball. I mean, you name it. I'm a basketball head. Yeah, about to have a baby. About to have a baby. Very excited.
How do you feel about that?
Even before I read the books, I knew that it was our pregnancy, not just hers. It's kind of like, you know, it's 51% hers is the way I look at it. And, you know, she gets the majority vote. So whatever she needs, she gets. And you know,
well, she's a lucky girl.
If I'm up at 4 in the morning looking for cream of mushroom soup in Tribeca, wow. And that's what I'm doing, yo. That's what it is right now for me.